Yeah, they've been really good at getting out to the ball in their own half to clear any danger that comes in. But it doesn't mean that Penta can't do anything about it. They can try and be a bit more aggressive with rotation, try and maybe turn back a bit more at the halfway line or just inside their own half rather than going all the way back to their corners. And maybe they could get some more blocks in the halfway, just like Secrecy have been doing to them so often these two games. And that will cause a few more chances to open up for Penta.
All right, so Met's going to play this one into the corner. He's taking it nice and slow. He's got a lot ready for it in the middle. Can they get hooked up? Not quite. Magnus thinking better of challenging that one at first. Killer number 7 on the clear, but it gets stuffed into the corner. Pondek's going to take it down a lot on the challenge. Passes up to Magnus, but Magnus not able to get the touch. Freaky, the next one onto the ball. He's going to be playing this through the wall into the middle, but Met's on the save there. Passes up to Magnus. Now Magnus to a lot. Oh, so close from a lot. That would have been all 3 members touching the ball in order. A lot not quite able to get the touch there on that one.
Oh, that was so good. What a great counter that was from Secrecy. And now another counter coming the other way. Penta getting on the board this game and taking the lead. Another great counter. Magnus couldn't quite get the clear he wanted, and Freaky is up in the opponent's half, gets the block, and Pondex is ready for the challenge as well. Both players up in the opponent's half, ready for some early challenges, and that just forces a mistake out of Magnus, out of Secrecy. They take the lead, but it was so close from Secrecy on the counter just before that. End-to-end stuff coming up in this game 3.
And that's what we've seen from Penta so far, is that their goals have really been about defensive mistakes rather than creating good opportunities for themselves. And you can't rely on your opponents to make mistakes being the only way you're going to score goals. And that's why this is their first lead of the series so far. And I don't expect this one to last. I think Secrecy's going to get tough on defense again and start to build back to that pressure that we saw in the first game. And here's the pressure now. Magnus trying to get it through, but Ondex back towards the center. There was a shot off the crossbar. Met's now off of the post. So close. There's the back pass to Magnus. Challenged by Pondex, though. We're fighting for possession of this ball in the middle. Freaky back over into the center. Magnus up for it, but not getting anything. Freaky plays it up deep. Met's meeting it. Just kills it into the corner here. Now he's going to set up over Freaky on the clear. Plays it into the center for Magnus. Magnus shoots, but that's going to be saved by and cleared by Pondex. And now we're just settling into this rhythm that we had in that second game, where we're not going to see a lot of goals, but we're going to see a lot of Secrecy possession and get them clearing it back towards each other.
Oh my word, what a goal that is coming out from Secrecy. Magnus with the absolutely insane touch in his half. Look at that, off the side of his car, perfectly placed right in front of Penta's goal, and Met soaring high like he usually does off Magnus' pass. Their 1-2 combinations are absolutely incredible at times, and you saw it again there. Met's flying high off a Magnus pass, leveling this game. Penta absolutely no answers to that. Wow, what a goal that is from Secrecy, showing their absolute dominance once again in this series.
Monstrously perfect touch from Magnus to set that one up, and that's why they've been dominating this one so far. They're just playing very well, getting the right touches at the right times. But when they make mistakes, Penta has been there to punish them. What Penta really should be trying to do at this point is force some mistakes out, because it's worked for them, and they're just not doing a great job. That's Metz picking up the savior badge there. Magnus sending this one towards the center. Passes to a lot. There it is. That's the lead back in Secrecy hands. They now have the lead in this game and can hold on to win the series if they can maintain this.
What a great shot that is from a lot coming out again, but I'm not quite sure where the challenges were from Penta. I think Killer was trying to get that, but was just a bit too late on his rotation. I'm not quite sure where they were, but again, great play coming out from Secrecy. Magnus again, being the creator that he usually is for this team, gets another assist for him, and a lot slotting into his role really nicely again for Secrecy. New player, and think he may want to hang back a bit, but again, he does in the right place, right time, and gets another nice finish. And see again, another goal coming up for Secrecy. They're putting in more than I can just speak about them. Magnus getting high and challenging early, as I've been wanting Penta to do a bit more of in this series. And they did start to do it this game, not quite enough, and it's showing now on the scoreline. But Magnus showing what they should be doing and showing it with absolute class and precision. Another goal for him. He's been absolutely outstanding this game again.
He's had his hand on 3 of the goals. That was his first, but he's set up 2 of the other ones. And again, they're spreading all the goals around, 1 for each of the teams, and Magnus just doing so much work to create good offense for these guys. definitely going to be my MVP, regardless of what the scoreboard says for this one. And just, again, we see them turning on, creating really good plays, not just capitalizing on mistakes, but actually putting good passing plays together to score that we're not seeing out of Penta.
Yeah, they have been getting some more direct passes going, and also they have been capitalizing mistakes, but also been forcing more mistakes out of Penta, which is one of the main ways you score in Rocket League. As much as we want to see every goal to be beautiful passing plays, a lot of goals come off defensive mistakes. But it's a team who can force the most defensive mistake, which therefore forces the most chances, that usually ends up winning a game.
Good save there by Magnus. That one was a little high, but getting it cleared to the side, so important. Ondex not finding the angle, a lot into the center. Freaky with the shot, but saved by Magnus. They need to get this one cleared away. Only 30 seconds do they have to defend their lead, and they will close this series out. Met's gonna play this one back into the center. Met by Pondex, who sends it all the way back towards the midfield. A lot shadowing it, pick the boost up. Gonna be put back by Magnus. A lot not able to get there in time. Playing it back just to that midfield position. Ondex killing that one, sets it up for Magnus, who plays a high pass off the backboard. Killer number 7 with the clear. 7 seconds left, 6. And Mets letting this one die, getting it back down onto the ground. That's the clock strike 0, and Secrecy has just won their 3rd game of this set. That is going to move them up 1 step closer to Northern Gaming.
Wow, another fantastic showing there from Secrecy. This time they've done it a completely different way again. They had to come from behind this game. Showed a lot of character and resilience coming up from that squad there. But again, Penta, they played a bit better this game. They had a few more stops, especially at the start. They did really trying to come out of the blocks like Secrecy did game 1, trying to actually maintain and get a lead to start with. Didn't quite work out for them in the end. They did have a few defensive mishaps throughout that game, which did cost them a bit. But again, great play coming up from Secrecy. Mogdus coming and affecting all 3 of their goals, 2 assists and 1 shot and 1 goal for himself. And Metz being a bit of the defensive wall again this game. 3 saves for him, saving medal for him, and a very nice series win coming up for Secrecy.
I absolutely love the team play. Anytime that the number of goals is equal to the number of assists, I'm very happy with what's going on. It's just my absolute favorite thing to see is teams passing to each other and setting each other up. Solo goals are nice and pretty. They're the flashy ones that make for great highlights, but good team play is what wins you events like this, and Secrecy has been the literal embodiment of that all 3 matches so far.